Sentry may be the worst character in the entire MCU. I thought Captain Marvel was bad, but Sentry, oh, this is a whole new level. I'm going to state what is wrong with each version of the Sentry in the MCU, starting with Bob.
Bob.
First of all, he is sometimes kind of funny. I was on that! But he's overall just annoying. He's kind of like John. People probably don't want to hear that, but it's true. But Bob was like the third wheel of the entire team. He didn't really do anything that added or subtracted anything from the team. He was literally just there. I don't know, I think that was my only gripe about Bob. It's just, he was just there and he didn't really do anything. You know? I mean, Bob's not really the problem, it's the Sentry and the Void. And we're getting to the Sentry right now.
My great honor to introduce to you
The Sentry. This isn't the main problem, but it's close to it, so let's go. First of all, bullets reflect right off him like he was wearing Asgardian armor. I mean, come on. Like, what? I don't care how strong a human is, they can't reflect bullets off of themselves. A serum doesn't allow you to have that thick of a skin that you can just like not get hit by bullets. That doesn't work that way. I'm even talking in Marvel standards. Steve can get shot and actually get shot. He took a super soldier serum. He's still getting wounded by bullets. Like, that's a thing. So how come Sentry is immune to bullets for no reason? Like, do you know? I don't. And please don't tell me, oh, it's an advanced super soldier serum that makes you invincible to almost anything. Like, what? Even in Marvel standards, tell me how that makes sense. Just tell me. Please. And speaking of this so-called advanced, almost invincible super soldier serum, tell me how Bucky, a guy with a metal arm, and with that metal arm can do these. Can not even hurt Sentry at all punching him. Tell me how that makes sense. Like, how? You're telling me that Bucky can't get a single hit in to Sentry that counts, but he can take off a car door and punch a hole in cement with ease? Tell me how that makes sense. I have to say, Bucky's metal arm has extra power because he also has a super soldier serum. So he should have actually done some damage to him, but apparently, no, he's too powerful. Oh. Also, Val lied to Sentry saying he's stronger than all the Avengers combined, but he's not. He really isn't. I'll go further into detail on this when I'm talking about the Void, but I just gotta say this. The thunder is coming, and you're really gonna be struck by what I have to say. I just have to say this. Sentry cannot be that strong where all the superheroes can't defeat him. If there's no possible way to defeat a supervillain, then what's the point of even having a superhero movie? The thing is, they never defeated Sentry. Sentry just turned into the Void and they had to go inside the Void to defeat him. Which leads perfectly into the final part of the Sentry. Sure, in the comics, the Void was just a big black blob that came out of Sentry, but in the movies, no. It's literally a shadow of Sentry, and if you get near it, you're gone. You pop out of existence, and you are left with just a shadow, and the Void just scoops it right up into the darkness. But the thing is, how can you defeat something of that magnitude if you can't even get near it to do anything about it? I know how. Let's all hug Bob so the Void disappears. How does that make sense? Do you need some kind of willpower to get near the Void? Do you need like lightness and righteousness on your side to get near him? Like, do you need to be like Steve Rogers or Thor to get near the void? Is that why the Thunderbolts couldn't get near him? Because they had more darkness than light inside them? Was that the problem? If your righteousness beats your self-pity, can you get near the void and not get blipped? But speaking of Thor, this leads perfectly into what I like to call the Thunder Factor. Before I begin, for future reference, the comic book I am referring to is Siege Volume 1, Number 4. In this comic, the Void kills Loki. I know, shocking, right? It's like he gets killed almost every single time. And because of this, because Void killed Loki, he killed his brother, Thor goes God of Thunder on Void. Big, huge lightning bolt to the face and Mjolnir to boot. So, yeah, the Void died after Thor got a hold of him. And then he just turned into a skeleton, a burnt skeleton. So, yeah, and then Thor threw him in the sun. So, yeah. If that comic is anything like the MCU, if Bob goes Sentry and Sentry goes Void again, Thor's probably gonna have to kill him. So, yeah. Since Thor has both Mjolnir and Stormbreaker in the MCU right now, if Sentry comes to Thor and wants to pick a fight with him, he's getting a beating. Sentry is literally gonna get a beating from Thor. And that's not my opinion. That's a fact. And I hope in Doomsday, Sentry does freaking get beat up by Thor. That would be hilarious. For all you Bob lovers out there, I'm not talking about Bob specifically. I'm talking about the Sentry and the Void. And in Doomsday, I would think it would be cool if Thor beat the crap out of Sentry and Sentry get mad about it and turn into the Void, and then Thor beat the crap out of him. Especially if Thunderstruck was playing, that'd be sweet. I mean, like a huge fight playing out where Thor and Sentry are fighting while Thunderstruck is playing, and then the Sentry eventually loses, and then he turns into the Void, and then Thor has to fight the Void and eventually wins that one too. That would be sweet. And just because Thunderstruck is playing, you know you're supposed to root for Thor. But, of course, you're supposed to root for Thor anyway. He's a superhero, and obviously Sentry and the Void are clearly supervillains. I'm getting a little off topic, but Val did lie to him. He's not stronger than Thor at all. And also, I'll give you another Avenger that he's not stronger than. It's Hulk. Hulk is definitely stronger than freaking Sentry. I mean, come on. He'd probably do to Sentry what he did to Loki in the first Avengers movie. He'd probably just like smack him around the room and then say, "Puny God." Thor and Hulk are the majority shareholders of the strength of the Avengers. So saying you're stronger than the Avengers combined is saying directly that you're stronger than Thor and Hulk, which Sentry is not. So Val totally lied to him.
Stronger than all of the Avengers rolled into one?
Liar!
I just gotta say, if they do bring Sentry back and they plan on him fighting Thor, if they want Sentry to win, which I don't see why they should, they would have to nerf down Thor's abilities like they did in Ragnarok and Infinity War. I am still mad about that. The taser thing, even though he's the God of Thunder, it should have absorbed into him instead of actually tasing him. Whatever. But if they want Thor to win, they just do nothing because he's gonna win. He's superior to Sentry, so he's gonna win the fight. Duh. All in all, Sentry just sucks, and I don't know how they would come back from something like that. Like, would they make him do a cryo freeze period like Bucky did with the Winter Soldier so Bob wasn't Sentry anymore? Or would Thor just like take him out because he was too dangerous? Or would Doctor Doom take him out? I don't know. Like, there's a bunch of different theories where you can come up with different scenarios on how Sentry could not exist anymore, so there's not a huge plot hole in the story. And when I mean plot hole, I mean like a supervillain that no one can take out for whatever reason. That's like saying Thanos was too powerful and no one can take him out, so they just like couldn't do anything about it. You see what I mean? It's like the superheroes lost and the supervillains win, and there's nothing they can do about it, so the plot is lost and broken, so there's a plot hole. But anyway, I just wanted to say Sentry might be the worst character. And anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you agreed, let me know in the comments. If you disagree and think you know why Sentry is so powerful, just let me know. I'm up to any ideas. So, yeah. Do you think Thor would win in a fight? Because I surely do. Well, but you heard me the last couple minutes. I was just ranting about how Thor would win against Sentry. So, yeah, I definitely think so. But if you disagree, just let me know and tell me why. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully.